talk about this. I did get front row seats for Moore. What's Moore's first name? Give me my phone back, Ryan. Moore is he asked Megan Flores, Nick Moore, to ask Megan Flores to marry him on the stage at Festival of the Lakes. She said yes, and then to be the complete slimy newsman, I stuck the camera and interviewed the mom and the dad too, and they were pretty stunned also. But all in all, it turned out to be a beautiful, emotional moment. 3,000 people up in front of the stands just going crazy. And everybody wins on that one. Shannon Whalen over here says, don't ever do that to me. I'd be so upset. Your husband proposed to you in a more public manner. How was that?
I think it was great. I mean, we were at Asparagus. That was where we had our first lunch date. And he had my friend there was with a video camera. We had friends there. He was supposed to be in a meeting. I was having dinner with a friend, and here he comes, and the Dom Perignon is there, and he gets on his knee and proposes to me, and people are in the restaurant applauding, and I mean, we were crying, and I thought it was a wonderful.
That is very romantic. It's not that I'm not a romantic, because I am. I love love. I'm trying to defend myself here. And I think that if it's in a restaurant, my friends are there, it's a surprise, and it's like that, then that's fine. Because I've been to Asparagus, I love Asparagus, and it's a smaller restaurant, and if that's okay if it's like in a romantic, surprising way. But I feel that I would be very embarrassed on stage. Not that I've been on stages my whole life, and clearly I'm okay here talking, but it's just too public for me. I don't know, because literally, like I said, what if I said no? And it would embarrass him.
What a non-romantic.
No, I am a romantic. I'm telling you, you should go on my Pinterest. I'm obsessed with love, and like all these pins about what I want my wedding to be.
All right, you're on the radio right now.
Right.
Thousands of listeners. Suppose he called in or came here into the studio and got on his knee and proposed to you. He's still doing it in front of a lot of people.
Maybe this
is your venue.
Maybe it's just there's only like four people here, and then I don't know.
Here's the deal. Now we know that they have their first topic for their first show. Public displays of emotion in terms of.
And this is the Facebook world. Instagram. They're always all their business is out there, but they don't want to be asked to propose to in public.
Public displays of emotion. You don't like when people
affection.
You don't like when people
don't kiss in front of me.
Don't kiss you in public.
I was at a restaurant, and this is just me. I don't like when couples sit next to each other at the restaurant. Please do not sit next to each other at a restaurant if it's just the two of you.
Why?
I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And there was a couple literally kissing in front of me. His eyes were open. I was really freaked out. I was like, I can't. I need to look away. It really ruined the whole night for me.
What do you mean he was kissing with his eyes open?
He was kissing with his eyes open. I couldn't stop staring.
Well, what are you supposed to kiss with your eyes closed?
Well,
what if you miss the mouth?
I was just
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kiss your
ear. I suppose you want to look into the person's eyes when you're kissing them.
Her eyes were closed. It was like that we were staring at each other while he was kissing his.
Shannon,
he was looking at you. Now that's a different thing.
Oh, he was looking around like.
Well, I don't know. I'm just saying. I was really.
Was he kissing her and watching the Cubs game at the same minute?
I was just really.
Who hasn't done that?
My husband probably.
Yeah.
All the time.
All right. Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you.
You're gonna have to deal with this a little bit later. 219-845-1100. Verlie Suggs is here. Let's talk to Gene. Gene, what do you think about all this?
I was just cracking up, but I'll defend Shannon. I would not like that either, and I think by the time someone knows you well enough and you're in love enough, and they're going to ask you to marry them, that they'll know what is not right for you, hopefully.
Exactly. Right.
Wait a second. All right, say you've been dating for a while. It looks like it's about time to get married. I don't know how old they are, but they looked like they're in love, and they'd been together. The families know each other. They're kind of a big extended City of Hammond family because they're working for the Gene Shepherd Center. He does this elaborate thing where Megan Flores thinks that she's going to be throwing out T-shirts. Then all of a sudden he turns and gets on his knee and hands her a ring, and it was one of the most romantic moments I've ever seen.
Sounds like it.
And you and Shannon both are denigrating the whole idea.
No, for her it might have been wonderful, but for me it would not have been.
How would you have reacted? Would you have peed your pants?
No, but I probably would have.
Would you have said no? Though,
I don't.
Would you go that extreme?
I don't know that I would go as far as saying no,
Yeah,
but
mean,
I don't. But
really
you know what?
extreme.
I think if your partner knows you well enough, they would never do that. So if you were dating somebody and because I actually knew a guy that proposed to someone, and she was like, "What the hell?"
Oh wow.
Yeah, she was like, "I'm nowhere." It's like I'm nowhere ready for this. So I guess if you were with somebody that didn't know you very well, or was, but no, it's like I think the person will probably know you well enough. Hopefully.
I think you're wrong on that. I mean, people are when they're in love, they're not thinking right. You know what I mean? And the normal A to B to C to D to E world that follows in a logical fashion
well, I guess,
falls out.
I think part of that's maybe age too.
I don't know. I thought it was a great moment. I caught it on film.
No, I'm not saying it wasn't a great moment.
Yeah, you are.
A great moment for everyone.
You and Shannon. I can't believe it. Thanks. Talk to you. Let's go to Ramon. Ramon, doesn't it sound cool?
What?
That this guy asked her to marry in front of 3,000 people, and she said yes.
I don't know. I'm kind of with the young lady.
You're with the young lady?
Right, because it's almost like he was forcing her to say yeah. I'm going to tell you, when I finally proposed to my wife, because I got her pregnant before, we got married.
How'd that happen?
Everybody listening is.
All right, go ahead.
No, okay.
All right, go ahead.
So I knew I had to marry her. So she was planning everything, getting together, and she kind of scared me because I hadn't proposed to her yet. So she's getting everything. We're going to buy this. We're going to have this. My bridemaid's going to wear this. And I'm just looking at her like, and I was like, wait a minute, I didn't ask you yet.
She put the cart before the horse.
Right. No, but I had to marry her. I got her, she was pregnant.
Well, you put the cart before the horse, too.
Oh, I wasn't trying to do that.
Whoa.
It's that part hard to explain. That's another subject. Okay.
Yeah, why don't you stay away from that subject, actually, on the radio. But so she had the bridesmaids all picked out and everything,
right,
and then what happened?
Dresses, all that, and she said, who you going to have to be the best man? Now I'm looking at them like, oh, yeah, okay, we do that. But it's kind of too early. So when I did, I took her to, I keep forgetting the place in Maryville. I took her out to eat, and then she kept looking at me. See, I went to eat, though. Eating, and she's looking at me because she think I'm going to pop that question, So I kept looking at her. I kept saying, why you looking like that? You don't feel good? She's just looking like, oh, well, I can't say that word, but like that, MF ain't going to propose. So I kept looking at her. Then I kind of figured out she wanted me to answer. So one day, it was a barbecue. So I'm about to ask her in the backyard of her cousin's house, and she grabbed me by my shirt, She didn't want me to ask her. But she made all these plans, so I asked her.
She didn't want you to ask her at a barbecue.
I mean, well, there was all our cousin friends there.
She wanted something romantic.
So
But she didn't tell me that. She would make one day I get ready to do it, and she grabbed me by my shirt, you know what I mean?
Let me give you a little hint here. If the girl has to tell you how to ask her how to get married, I mean, you're not taking the lead there, Ramon. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
So what did you finally do? How'd you finally ask her?
Oh, we was arguing in the car, and I asked her. She said, yeah. I guess that's how she wanted it.
You were arguing in the car?
Yeah, we were driving down Broadway coming out of Maryville.
And so to, make her be quiet, you asked her to be married?
I was like, well, I can't say that. Well,
yeah,
hey, you want to marry me? She said, yeah. I almost racked the car.
All right, well, hey, that's really an interesting story, Ramon. I'm not sure.
She wanted it kind of rough like or something. I don't know.
Oh, Ramon.
I don't mean but she wanted.
She wanted the marriage proposal rough or what?
Something, but she said yeah.
Okay. You know what? Why don't you stop right now, okay? Thanks a lot. Talk to you. 706 in the Calumet region. Be back in Joe.